Welcome to the Stuff and Things Podcast, your home for all stuff related to your favorite things in entertainment. Now, here are your hosts.
All hands, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of the Stuff and Things Podcast. As that may have given away slightly, today we are talking all things pirates. Arrrrr, handing over to me scurvy mate, it's Stefan.
Yarr! Shiver me timbers! And all that
wasn't bad. Your yar was really good. Yar was really good. So, this is the podcast I was born to speak on, quite literally, and my natural accent gives leave to all things pirate.
Gar, it does.
So I want to open with a fun pirate in movie fact. Would you like to hear a fun fact?
I'm going to try and talk like a pirate the whole time.
So, Talk Like a Pirate Day comes to the podcast.
Yarr.
So, genuinely now, anyone who would notice, watch Pirates of the Caribbean, any pirate film going all the way back to the early 50s, will notice that pirates generally, a bit like peasants in the United Kingdom, whenever they're depicted in medieval shows, have a Bristolian accent.
Aye.
Pirates especially. Now, there is a reason for this, and I've only recently discovered it. So, Disney made a version of one of my favourite books in the 1950s of the book Treasure Island. The actor who they employed to play Long John Silver looked into the book and found that the book and Long John Silver were from a place in the United Kingdom called Bristol. So he, being the consummate actor he was, went away, found the accent and learnt it. So up until this point, any pirate movie had standard RP accents. And what that means is, and you can find them, you will find every pirate film up to this point in like 1951, every pirate sounded like, oh, hello, oh, what, yeah, tally-ho. That's how they spoke.
Yeah.
This guy changed it. This guy did a depiction of a pirate from Bristol. And because it was Disney, because it became the zeitgeist at the time, every pirate film that followed, pirates mirrored that accent. And that is why you now have that.
Thank you.
That's a fun.
Arr, thank you, me boy. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you, yeah.
I got like 3 minutes in and I forgot to speak like a pirate. Brilliant.
Nah, you're alright. I mean, I think that's funny for 3 minutes and then it gets old. Fast. Arrrrr. So, do you have a favourite pirate joke, by the way?
I don't know. The only one I know is what's a pirate's favourite letter in the alphabet?
I don't know.
Darr!
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, there's that stupid joke. I was like, what's a pirate's favourite restaurant in America?
Arby's!
You'd think it would be, but no, it's actually Long John Silver's. Anyway, right, so, moving on. See, that's the level of my humour. It's a freaking child. So, this show is going to be broken into two parts. The first part is pirates on film, pirates on TV. And I'm going to open with a TV show, which was excellent, and I don't think got the credit and the widespread sort of viewership as I think it deserved. That's a show called Black Sails. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Black Sails, for me, is, at the time when it came out, Game of Thrones, but set in Treasure Island.
Okay, you have my interest already.
It was all based on Robert Louis Stevenson's book, so all the characters, famous pirates, both ones that were alive, real, and from fiction, all integrated into a new story, a new kind of setting, and told through a very adult Game of Thrones style lens. So I'm talking brutal violence, gratuitous amount of sex. It was a very adult show at a time when Game of Thrones was ruling the world. Therefore, there were a number of shows that kind of went, oh, okay.
Would you say that show was R-rated?
I would say without a shadow of a doubt in America that show was R-rated, yes. Keep it coming, I love it.
I know, I'm happy with that one.
Yeah, no, you should be. Now, there are some brilliant actors in it, some great performances, and unfortunately, the story decision on it, I don't know how to word this because I'm going to piss a lot of people off, but the show depicted Captain Flint, a very, very big character from the Treasure Island, as a gentleman struggling with his sexuality and being a gay man at a time where that obviously was frowned upon in certain society. And I say frowned upon, downright illegal and deemed, unright, not right. Now, the depiction of that pissed a lot of people off, didn't like it, and the show ratings fell and the show ended, and kind of the ending got a little bit rushed because of it, which is a little bit sad, but the overarching story to all of that and all of the build-up to it is a phenomenal show. So if you like pirates, like you like that genre of film and TV, if you liked Game of Thrones and that adult level of language, content, sexuality, etc., please find this show and watch it and enjoy it. And you will. Like, even every aspect that people kicked off about, it is well storylined. Like, there isn't just like oh, hang on a minute, we're a pirate set in the something century and here's our trans member of the crew. It wasn't like a shoehorn nonsense box ticking. It was well structured, well storylined, but it just happened at a time as people started to hate, because of all the other box ticking, the minute like that, anything, even if it was well done, appeared, was like, of course he's gay.
Yep, there it is.
Like, yeah, and people just reacted badly to it, which is a shame, because the storyline to all of it was really quite impressive.
Arr, woke ahoy!
Yeah, arr, they be woke on them their boats. So it was a phenomenal show. Like, I can't speak highly enough about it. The theme tune to it's even friggin' epic. Like there's some TV themes you don't skip.
Yeah.
That's one. Like that, like the Black Sails, like I even have it on my phone as like an alarm. It is good. It's epic. So I would encourage anyone to go and watch that. That's a TV thing. Now, when I was a kid, films all seemed, and it's possibly because I was young, so like my dad would put films on, like I'd be like playing with a toy or something in the living room. Every film to me when I was a kid was either a war film, cowboys, or pirates. Now this is clearly just my dad's tastes, but they were all like black and white or early color films. It just felt like that was all they made. Like,
I get it.
Okay. Yeah. So that was kind of like my growing up, was all of that kind of stuff. Now, as I get older, and I mean not much older now, I'm talking sort of like 8, 9, 10, my sister introduces me to a version of Treasure Island because it had become my favourite story and therefore my favourite book. And it's a version of Treasure Island called Muppet Treasure Island. Now,
you're already stretching here, boy.
Have you ever seen Muppets Treasure Island?
I have.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, technically it's pirates, yes.
It is pirates. Come on, man. There's a Muppet Treasure Island. It is telling the story of Treasure Island, but with Muppets. And by the way, there's a whole podcast for me and you to do one day.
Just the Muppets.
where we walk through films that could be changed, like so Muppet Treasure Island, Muppet Christmas Carol, I think Muppet Matrix, Muppet Game of Thrones. Like, I think there is.
I don't know about Muppet Game of Thrones. I feel like that's something the boys have already investigated.
Yes, the boys Gen V, Muppet Game of Thrones. I've already seen it, mate.
However, a Muppets A New Hope, that could work quite well.
There's loads, right?
Muppets Return of the Kermit.
Right, so look, there's loads.
Right, this is a new podcast idea. Jot this one down.
Muppet Treasure Island, there are still lines from that film which crack me up. And one of the simplest ones, or one of the simplest, stupidest things, is the Muppets talking to Jim Hawkins, the young lad, and he says, "Beware the pirate with one leg, Jim. Always beware of the pirate with one leg." And there's a pirate coming. "Count the legs!" One! Just so freaking, oh my god, like that is so stupid. They got Billy Connolly for that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so the stupid, like there's the whole "We've Got Cabin Fever" song, which cracks me up. Yeah, look, it's stupid, but it's meant to be stupid.
Yeah.
Fozzie Bear is the captain of the ship. Yes, my first officer is Mr. Dimble. Where's Mr. Dimble? He lives in my finger. So just, yeah, look, stupid but funny, and I loved that. Which is funny because sometimes when you've got a favourite book, a favourite something, and you see a depiction of it, you're kind of like, oh, you're taking the piss. But yeah, I thought it was just the perfect blend of stupidity added to a very good story. You then come to what I class as many people, I think your generation especially, because you're that much younger than me, which depresses me at times, but it's true. Pirates of the Caribbean are kind of the definitive pirate movies. So, I'll ask you this, I could be wrong, but if you think of pirate genre film, is it the Pirates of the Caribbean you think of?
Every time. I will go out there and say, non-animated, that Pirates of the Caribbean are my favourite Disney. Even animated, there's not much that beats it.
Okay,
I am
Disney
a massive fan,
that's...
especially the first couple. Massive fan.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I thought the first film was really special. I thought it was really clever, really good.
The day you almost caught Jack Sparrow.
I mean, the lines in that. I mean,
I got a jar of dirt. This is the further one. Yeah.
I tell you something which is really interesting. I only learnt this recently as well. Did you know Jack Sparrow, that entire depiction done by Johnny Depp was all him?
Yes.
And in the script, all of it was just straight lines. Like there was no... The whole characterization, the accent, the way he delivers his lines, all of that was him. He's just like, this is how I see the character. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
If you take that away, those films are nowhere near as good. Like you play that straight like it was in the script. None of those lines are iconic.
Nope.
Like the whole kind of like, you have to be the worst pirate I've ever heard of, but you have heard of me, mate. It's like, what are you doing?
It is the
way he moves in it is phenomenal. So those films, and like you said, I mean, whenever you have a series of films, like a trilogy or a saga like this became, you are going to have some you prefer over the others. You are going to have certain bits that you prefer over other bits. You are going to, this film's better than that. But, that's just normal. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I think, for me anyway, by the time the last one came out, which I think was Salazar's Revenge, I felt that it just felt a little bit... That film could have been called Pirates of the Caribbean, The Hunt for More Money at the Box Office. Like, it just didn't... Like, the script didn't really work. The actors all appeared to be a bit kind of like phoning it in.
What was it? So you start off with
Curse of the
Black Pearl.
Yeah.
And then you have Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah, and then World's
At
End.
World's End, Stranger Tides, Dead Man Tells No Tales, and then... Oh, Dead Man Tells No Tales, that was it.
Yeah, so...
Also known as Salazar's Revenge on somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, like, I really enjoyed them. Like, overall, I watch all that. Like, you see them on, you put them on. Like, it's on, it's like, oh, great, I'll watch that. I like all of them. I think Keira Knightley's great in it. I think her character is very funny and also very smart, which is important in these types of things. I think Orlando Bloom's character is hilarious.
Yes.
And also very well written, very smart storyline behind it.
Barbosa. Yeah.
I mean, geez, Jeffrey Rush is Barbosa. I mean, that guy nails it, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely spot on. Yeah.
You best start believing in ghost stories, missus.
You're in one.
Oh, what a line! I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just... Visual effects wise, I will say on HD TVs, you do kind of go, but at the time, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I'll also say, it's a film. It's meant to be. It's brilliant. You just enjoy it, and I do. I love it. And my daughter loved them as well.
Oh, they're brilliant. I think we've watched the first one with my kids.
Well, I was about to say, because I will say, because she, like, I thought, because I'm a massive coward for anything scary or horror wise. I'm a massive coward, and I really like that film and everything, and I didn't think of it as scary.
No.
So I put it on when Phoebe was probably too little. I think she was 5. And it freaked her the fuck out. Like, there's this moment where
we've just gone R-rated as well.
Yeah, that's fine. We're always R-rated. There. You can't trust me not to drop an F-bomb. No. So you got Johnny Depp in this cell, and the guy reaches through and grabs him, and he becomes a skeleton in the moonlight.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So she cried. Like that literally made her jump scare kind of, and I'm just like, oh, that's nothing. In a minute, okay, yeah, I need to turn this off.
You crying at that bit? Oh. Yeah,
like you think that's scary. Wait until, oh shit, yeah, maybe this is a bit too much for her right now. I think she might have been younger, actually. I think she might have been like 3 or 4. So anyway, she then watches it years later, loved it, and yeah, oops. There's a dad moment I probably shouldn't have admitted to on a podcast. Never mind, it's fine. She only wakes up every now and again screaming, "Oh, the dead men are getting me!" It's all good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. She didn't sleep for a month. All good. So I look at all of this and I go, I love those films. I thought they were great. There are always rumours of a reboot for this. Now, the rumoured reboot for some time was Johnny Depp gone, because obviously him and Disney are not simpatico. And they were going to reboot it with a female lead, Margot Robbie. With the greatest respect to a very talented and beautiful actress, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No, her last movie was Barbie, and now she's fine. Yeah, that was one of those ones where I think she's fantastic.
Yeah.
However,
everything I've ever seen her in, she nails a performance, as in, like, she's completely believable in a character, which is all you can give to someone as an actor. It's just like, yeah, I don't think, oh, look, there's Margot Robbie being Barbie. Oh, look, there's Margot Robbie being a whatever. It's like, oh, that is the character. I'm, like, invested.
Yeah.
Her version in Suicide Squad of Harley Quinn has become iconic. I mean, it's Halloween soon. You know,
there's going to be Harley Quinns everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, isn't there? You know, or wasn't there? So yeah, I don't know about a reboot with it. I think if you are going to do a reboot, Disney need to send the 1 million alpacas plus all the money in the world to Johnny Depp, That's a niche reference.
It is just, but I get it. No, if they're going to try and carry on with this franchise, they have two options. You either get Johnny Depp back, or you go the complete other way and you just create stories from within that universe and you reference you have to reference Johnny Depp's character, but you need to do it completely different.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think for you want to continue it, you need him to hand it over. You need him to be involved, and his character to be kind of like setting them off on their voyage, a quest sort of thing. Yeah. For the fans to be invested in whoever the new people are. Otherwise, I think it's going to be no Depp, no me kind of thing. You're just going to struggle straight away. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they shelve it and then just completely reboot it in a few years, like 5 years' time, brand new cast, we're starting again, Pirates of the Caribbean sort of thing. But the problem you've got then is whichever actor's coming in to play Jack Sparrow at that point, you've got this iconic version of that character now. And so if you mirror it, you're just doing a knockoff. If you try and put your own spin on it, that's not as good. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are going to struggle. Like, whatever happens, you're going to struggle. Which I guess might have been the thinking, okay, we'll make a female lead instead. Because don't get me wrong, there are a lot of female pirates from history that you could build a franchise around, which would be interesting. But I think you call it Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp right now, you're going to struggle. Yes. Yeah, so
there's no doubt in that at all.
There does not appear to be, because I had a quick look, any sort of pirate. There's a lot of stuff like that with Pirates of the Caribbean looked at. Because the other thing was like a Disney Plus series. So the idea, or like one of the things that got floated, was that they did a young Jack Sparrow series, and they were going to like Johnny Depp would come back and basically narrate it as Jack Sparrow talking. So they get a young actor to do a young Jack series for Disney Plus, like an 8 or 10 episode series, with a view of could that open the door to people like it. We've managed to get Johnny Depp back. Is there a way forward? But again, that's still kind of sat there as like a project not moving. The rebooted films is sat there as a project not moving. There doesn't appear to be any kind of pirate stuff going on. Like, there doesn't appear to be anything significant anyway with any studio that's like pirate genre. It would appear that that's a dead thing at the moment. So if you're out there, a script writer, time to get on the old pirate train. I think there's something there.
There could be. I mean, so it cost them, over the 5 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, the estimated budget for all 5 is $1.2 to $1.3 billion.
Okay.
It made worldwide $4.5 billion.
Yeah, I can believe that, yeah.
So, it's a bit of a profitable thing if you get it right.
It's an insanely profitable franchise, which they desperately will want to get back. But at the moment, you can understand the difficulties they have. Yeah. If they cannot convince Mr. Depp to return, they can't touch it at the moment. And I think his attitude to Disney is go yourselves. Arrrrr.
Arrrrr.
So, just a little fact on this as well, which I think is something that doesn't put Disney in a good light. Did you know that in his spare time, on a regular basis, Johnny Depp would dress in all the full garb, all the makeup and everything as Jack Sparrow and visit children in hospital?
He did. He did it in hospital. He would do it in the parks quite regularly as well, the Disney parks.
Yeah.
He is the living embodiment of that character. Like, that is...
So, did you know when all this dispute happened, Disney gave him a writ to say he could not do that anymore?
Oh.
Did you also know, interestingly, that all of the merchandise and everything based on that character are obviously his likeness, because he is that character?
Yes.
And they never paid him a cent for any of it.
Oh. Horribly not good.
Or bad blood be there.
Horribly bad blood.
There's
Oh,
some
yeah.
issues there, which there's a lot, and there's a lot.
There
of
may
patterns
not
going on.
ever be a sixth Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
No. But mate, stranger things have happened. Like yeah, we'll see where that goes, if anything ever goes there. Now, so with no more piracy kind of pirate theme stuff, and obviously I know there's probably going to be some stuff I missed, etc. But
There's some fantastic games out there, but apart from that, yeah.
no. I will say the second part of this podcast is going to be talking about piracy in the sense of film, TV piracy. Yeah. Hang on. Now, this is funny to me, and it's funny to me because my entire life, really, I've not ever engaged in this to any... Like, I know people who literally do not subscribe to anything, and they just... Everything is torrents and stuff like that. That's just what they do. Like, and I was just, well, okay, I'd rather pay the whatever it is and not have that grief for, give my computer, a computer transmitted virus.
Yes.
I remember trying to use LimeWire back in the day for music and basically running the risk of giving your laptop AIDS every week.
I remember spending 3.5 days downloading a movie just for it to be in Spanish.
En Pablo Español? Oh, no. So, I am interested in what you think about a few things. First of all, if I said to you that with Netflix and Amazon in their pomp early on, piracy dropped to an all-time low around the world. Video piracy, torrents, things like that. People using those sites dropped to an all-time low. What do you think about that? Do you think that kind of makes sense, or do you think that surprises you? What do you think?
It makes sense because I think when you look at how much content there was and the sort of pricing behind it,
Yeah.
like it was like what, £9 a month for Netflix at the beginning.
Yeah, a little bit cheaper actually. I think the first Netflix subscription I had was $7.99.
There you go.
So
I
8
mean,
quid, yeah,
at that sort of price, you kind of look at it and you go, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to run this risk because that's the main thing, and it's not a bad price. We can deal with this.
So film studios, going back to the late 90s when the internet really kicked into gear, and so sharing of like this, because you have to go back in the day, piracy of films, back in day, video piracy of a movie was someone with a camcorder at a film screening in like Hong Kong, filming it, then taking that tape and duplicating it like 1,000,000 times on the VHS tapes.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then shipping it all around the place for people to then copy again. So by the time you sat down and watched the Phantom Menace on a on a bootleg video, it was a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, and oh my God, was the quality crap. It was a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a guy with a camcorder coughing in a cinema. This is awful, but that was what it was. That was video piracy. And anyone who watched a film or rented a video from Blockbuster at that time will know at the start of every film, it's like piracy is damaging the movie industry. Stop it, don't do it. You're evil. You're taking money out of the mouths of poor actors, like whatever. And you're kind of like, oh, okay. Oh, shit. Now that, then with the advent of the internet, changed drastically. The internet basically meant that someone who did that film could upload it and go, right, there you go, everyone fill your boots, torrent time.
Yeah.
And people were able to download it. So all of a sudden, a movie premiere of a Monday, a screening of a Monday, could be leaked globally by the Tuesday, which was massive. And it changed the film industry because all of a sudden you had global premieres. Up until that point, USA would get a film in a few months' time. It'd release around a few other countries. I remember like knowing that the USA had a film like months before we would get it in the cinemas.
Yeah.
Now that's changed. Global release dates, all of these things, because that piracy exists to that level of, you know, ease exists.
Yep.
So when streaming became a thing, Netflix became a thing, and the internet had now advanced to broadband era, and more people were looking at Netflix going, oh, this is good, like, this is easy. I can well understand, like you said, it wasn't a massive amount of money per month, a huge library of content, and you don't have that grief, you don't have that worry of, you know, viruses or someone hacking your computer. You're not having to do anything which is illegal, by the way.
Yep.
Piracy, streaming, stuff like that is against the law. So you can quite literally legally watch stuff that you want to enjoy. So that is... I can well understand why piracy dropped to what is considered its lowest ever levels. I get it completely. So why, interestingly, in 2025, it is now at its absolute highest level at any point since records began. Why do you think that is?
I think that is now due to the fact that there is just so much out there, and I think there are now too many platforms. Like,
Yeah.
You're looking at the fact of, like, okay, you've now got Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Paramount Plus, HBO, Discovery Plus, Apple TV.
Yeah.
That's 7, and I'm sure there's more.
Oh, yeah, there definitely is. I mean, you add in BBC iPlayer, BritBox. That's just ones here in the UK. In the States, you add in Hulu, which I know is merging into Disney Plus, but still it's been a separate one for a long time.
And you look at all that, and now you're like, okay, let's just say each one of them is... let's say they're all quite cheap. Let's say they're all just £10 a month each.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm up to £70-80 a month now.
Yeah. And what we talked about this on our episode talking about the streaming wars, which is it became obvious to Netflix, I think, with Amazon coming into the marketplace with Amazon Video, that they were going to have competition for the libraries. And what I mean by the libraries is these studios all had these vast TV series libraries, movie libraries, and Netflix would license that content to put on their platform. Make money, great. With others joining that marketplace, Amazon especially, they had competition for that. So all of a sudden it was like, okay, so what is going to make us stand out? Yeah. If our library is not what it once was, we're going to lose subscribers. So how are we going to keep people? The only way we're going to make people want to keep Netflix is if we have original content. If Netflix becomes a studio itself. So they did that. They then started launching original films, original series, with great success, and some not so much, but that's standard.
Yeah,
Amazon,
you're not going to get everything spot on every time.
No, Amazon mirrored it, and so every streaming platform now is not just a library for content; it is a original content creator. It is streaming services are killing network TV. They are. Because the studios are now making it purely for themselves and their platform. They're not selling it to terrestrial channels, to cable, to Sky. They are keeping this content by and large because they want subscribers. So you look to, Disney Plus. The Disney content library is insane. The Disney content library is every single kids' TV show and film of Disney ever. If you have family and kids, my word, is that just insanely good. You then add every Star Wars, every Marvel MCU, studios, National Geographic, all this. You add all of that in to that content bundle, and you soon realise, hold on, like that is an insane amount, and they're then producing originals, like the Disney thing, if they didn't do any original content for that platform at all, would still be worth it with kids, without a shadow of a doubt. Like, it just would be. Or me just wanting to put, like, a Marvel film on or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and like we were talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, that's all on there. All of them are on there.
Yeah.
National Treasure films, you know, Disney Studios, live action as well as the animated, it's all there. You then have Netflix, which used to have a lot of those films. But of course, because they launched their own platform, they took the licenses away, because obviously they want to keep it themselves. So therefore Netflix were like, oh crap, we're losing all of that. We now need, like, our own content. Well, I can tell you that one of the TV shows that grabbed the world was Stranger Things. Stranger Things on Netflix was one of those shows that just grabbed everyone. I know, not you, ironically, as I'm saying that. But
I have said, though, I'm going to try again. I am going to try again with
well, if you're going to try again, start now, because the new series is on soon.
Yes.
But it's one of those shows that did grip the world. You know that. Like, it was just kind of transcended. Therefore, if you watch that show, you need a Netflix subscription. You know, you want to be a part of that, you need a Netflix subscription.
Yeah.
That's just one example. There are several in amongst it. The Witcher early on, you know, different shows just grabbed pop culture or sort of transcended genres.
Yep.
And then Amazon have done the same, but Amazon have done it in a way of, like, we are buying IP and creating off the basis of that. So Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, like, they did that in a big way to draw people in to subscribe to their platform. Like, this is the only place you can watch it. Like, you can't find that anywhere else. It's sat there on the platform. They also went big on comic book stuff that was adult comics, not the Marvel DC. So The Boys, Invincible, stuff like that. You know, Umbrella Academy was back on Netflix. So all of these kind of shows that probably wouldn't have been made for network TV because of the nature and the graphic nature of certain things, streaming platforms took on. But your point and where I'm at with this is I think is so true. It is now so saturated, so kind of like, if I want to watch these 5-10 shows that I really like, I have to have 5 to 10 different platforms.
Yeah.
Or I have one platform.
Yeah.
And that is a problem, which is, I don't know that the greed of these executives are grasping that. I don't see how they're going to solve it by what they're doing. They keep putting the prices up constantly, like, oh, you know, the cost of this has gone up, so we got to put the prices up. And the level of piracy and the number of subscribers to these things, piracy's going up, subscription levels are going down. At what point are they going to realise, oh, this isn't working?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
We have already seen a few streaming platforms go. Now, if you are a wrestling fan, for example, a streaming platform called the WWE Network was phenomenal. Like, that was like your, oh wow, mecca. The WWE Network, for a wrestling fan, had everything from the WWE library going back to the WWF days, every WrestleMania, every big event. All the new ones got added as well, and you subscribe to that for like $10 a month. It had the WCW library, the ECW library. They started buying up libraries for old federations across the US and the UK, adding that in. It had just a colossal amount of content for $10 a month. It was insane. If you were a wrestling fan, you could literally live on that thing forever. They even started creating original shows, behind the scenes stuff, everything.
Yep.
As a wrestling fan, phenomenal. However, it didn't hit the numbers they wanted it to hit, subscriber-wise, so they sold it. They sold it to Peacock in the USA.
Oh, yeah.
Peacock added it to their platform in the USA, but licensed the WWE Network globally to continue, but obviously they got the revenue from it.
Yeah.
Peacock's platform failed in the USA, like didn't have enough subscribers. They spent too much money adding content that just no one was interested in. So they shelved it, and Netflix now own WWE globally.
Oh, okay.
For content. So if you load your Netflix at any point and you look up wrestling, you will find all of this. You will find the library, all the old WrestleManias, everything is now on Netflix around the world.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. But my point is that streaming platforms are able to fail.
Yeah.
Like the WWE Network had millions of fans to it, but it wasn't enough to sustain it. So it failed. Peacock in the USA added it. It already had a content library. It already had its own originals, and it failed. So Peacock originals now appear on Paramount. Peacock's back to being a studio and their own TV, etc. But their content will appear on Paramount Plus around the world. Yeah. Paramount Plus is building its own library. Paramount has got a massive back catalogue of films, but it is building an original series constantly. It is, and has built original series like Yellowstone, which again is like massive.
That was massive, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Landman is sort of taking the mantle for that now. Lioness is a phenomenal series. They did so the content is coming thick and fast, but my point is, like, at some point, if your subscriber levels drop and it is no longer sustainable, you don't have the money to make new content, you don't have the money to keep licensing content, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So
and how many, back to what I said, how many of these things are we willing to subscribe to?
Yeah.
Before it's just too much.
Well, I think the tipping point's gone over. I think if you look at the fact that subscription numbers keep falling and piracy numbers keep growing, you look at and don't get me wrong though, what these studios are doing is they are putting money into cracking down on piracy. So they are all collectively trying to crack down on piracy.
Yes.
Netflix have started talking about software and things they're looking into and all these different things which will prevent anyone recording their content.
Nice, yeah. It needs to be done. There needs to be something out there that is going to put this all kind of to bed and right, that is the end of it. I don't see how there's always ways around these things, and that's the problem.
There are definitely. You build a wall this 5 foot tall, someone will bring a 6 foot ladder. There's always
something.
There's always something. But what I will just say is interesting is, where do you sit on this? Because I find this an interesting kind of debate, because I feel almost in this situation, not just because of my accent, I'm actually team pirate. Although me personally, I'm at this moment in time, honestly, still subscribing to all these different things, various packages, and it's costing me a lot of money, by the way.
Yeah.
I know that every time I see, we're putting it up by £1 or £2, I look at that and I think, I know that doesn't look a lot, but
it adds up quickly.
But it is adding up.
Multiple services you're paying for, it does all add up.
It does add up, and it's happening on a regular basis. Like, I pay for Sky TV here in the UK. Yeah. I then have all of these streaming platforms on top of that. I mean, you're talking into the hundreds just for TV entertainment. I mean, yeah, when I was a kid, we only had 4 channels, but it was free.
The basic Sky.
Yeah.
And even that is going up in price.
Yeah, all of it is all the time.
So, yeah, whereas I have got my Sky, I've got Disney Plus, the wife has Netflix, we've got Amazon Prime, we've got all these.
Yep.
Yeah, everything is adding up a lot, and you can understand why there are more and more people going,
Yeah.
"Arrrrr, be watching that anyway."
Yeah, I mean, and so I kind of feel that networks are learning the wrong lesson here.
Yeah.
Like, you are all these streaming platforms, piracy's on the like throwing money to stop the piracy. You should be looking at, okay, if our content is good and our pricing is in the right bracket, we've already seen that piracy stops. Like, we have already seen that if things are done well and people think it's fair, people will pay. But it's when they feel like the piss is being taken, and also you now have to have 10 things rather than when you used to have 1 or 2.
Yeah, just makes this difference. Like, if you've got 5 things at a tenner each,
Yeah.
each month or each 6 months, it goes up by £1.50.
Yeah. It makes it doesn't, the way it increments. It doesn't feel like, oh bloody hell.
I mean, Disney Plus has gone up every single year we've had it.
Yeah, all of them have.
Yeah.
All of them have, and it's, there's inflation, all this kind of stuff. But I always get this lovely email telling me about how the cost of things, and they're going to continue to make this amazing content and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, but I like, this is still a lot. And very recently we had a controversy. I say recently, a while ago now, but in relative terms, recent controversy in America around a talk show host in Jimmy Kimmel being axed. Disney made that decision and paid for it with, I think it's not been finalised yet, but near on 700,000 people cancelled their Disney Plus in America in a day.
Oof.
And then it continued to drop like dramatically until they reinstated him. Not everyone signed back up, but they've stopped hemorrhaging numbers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That shows that people do have a quite serious power with these companies. And I do wonder if at the moment it's not happening to that level, which means that they're not feeling it, oh crap, maybe we ought to stop putting the price up all the time. Like, if, for example, just plucking numbers, these aren't accurate, these are just me using numbers. Disney has 2 million subscribers globally, and they put the price up by, say, £5 a month, saying, oh, we've got to do this because of this. And 1 million people unsubscribed that day. Disney are fucked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that would cripple them. And all of a sudden, the million that are left would be faced with another price rise pretty quickly to make up for all the lost revenue. And then they left. Disney Plus is gone. That platform is dead.
Yep.
So when they make these incremental price increases, they are doing it on purpose of just being like £1, £1.50. Or we've created tiers and we've added adverts.
I hate that so much.
What the shit? Like, hang on a minute. I paid £10 a month to have this streaming platform. One of the big things is there's no commercials, anything like that. That same money now, I'm I'm paying the same money for Disney, but I am paying a non-advert tier. Every single show starts with an advert for a Disney show.
Yep.
Now, I know I can skip it, etc., but like, why? Like, that is a thing. Like, it's just crept in that it's now acceptable. That's the thing. Like, adding these commercial revenue stuff. At what point it's like, well, hang on a minute. What am I paying for? Like, this is basically taking me back to network TV, which was there's commercials and everything. Paramount Plus in the UK came free as part of your Sky package. After 12 months, they only gave you the free version with adverts in, commercials.
Yep.
So if you watch a show on that in the UK now, you are watching it broken down like you would on a Sky, where there's 3 commercial breaks, 3 to 4 in every show.
Yeah.
And yet, technically, I am paying a monthly fee for that.
And you're still paying the same amount as when I had no adverts. So why do I now have adverts? Yeah.
So they're making more money from it. They're charging you more. And so it's no wonder people are now pirating more. Yeah. So right now, my view is I'm hoping that the level of piracy across this is actually going to make a change. But unfortunately, I feel all it's doing is making them put prices up to spend more money to stop piracy, rather than actually looking at it and thinking we need to adjust how we do these things.
Which is crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy, but, that's what it is. So, that be our podcast for this week. You liked the piracy, did ye?
I did. Well,
Thank you
no,
much.
I don't like piracy. No.
Oh, yes, no, piracy is bad. Officially, for all of the lovely streaming services who give us free shit, we are completely with you. You're the best. Piracy is bad. But if you'd like to get in touch to discuss piracy with us with some links that... No, I mean, if you just want to chat piracy with us and how bad it is, you can get in touch via all the socials. You can email Sam at stuffandthangspodcast.com. That is our show. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week. Until then, everybody, I'm going to leave you with Stefan and his final thought.
If I was to weigh 99 kilograms and I eat an entire kilogram of ice cream, am I 1% vanilla?
Thank you for listening to the Stuff and Things podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. You can find us on Facebook or online. Simply search the Stuff and Things podcast to join in our conversation every week.